This is a lesson 11-8, which is fraction division. All right, so let's say I have a problem that says 3 people share 2 cans of paint. What fraction does each person get? Okay. Now normally I would just do a division problem and split up the paint, but I know that if I only have 2 cans, I can't share them amongst 3 people because there's not enough cans for each of them to get 1 can of paint. So my 2 cans I have to split up amongst these 3 people, or divide those 2 cans of paint among 3 people. So what does that look like? 2 divided by 3, and if we write it out as a long division problem, it would say 2 divided by 3. Now you know that 3 cannot go into 2. 3 times nothing is 2, and we're not doing decimals here, we're doing fractions, so you don't need to add a decimal and annex a 0. We're just going to write this division problem as a fraction, and how you do that is the first number, 2, becomes your numerator. The second number, the 3, becomes your denominator. And then the division symbol becomes your fraction bar. So to write this 2 divided by 3 as a fraction, the answer would actually be 2 over 3, or 2/3. So let's go back to our cans of paint. Okay, and we have 2 cans of paint we need to divide amongst 3 people. So I'm going to split those cans into 3 parts each because we have 3 people. So can 1 gets split into 3 pieces, and can 2 gets split into 3 pieces. So the fraction of that is 3/3. And the fraction of this can is also 3/3 because there are 3 pieces of the paint and all 3 are there. So it's one whole. So we cut the paint can into 3 pieces and all 3 are there. Now let's go to our people. So we have the purple guy, the yellow guy, and the blue guy. Okay, so we're going to go to the first can of paint and we're going to split that can of paint between the 3 people. So purple guy gets that third, the yellow guy gets the middle third, and the blue guy gets the top third. Now I have a whole nother can of paint left, and I can split that one up between the guys. So second can of paint, let's see, each guy gets 1/3, and then the second can of paint, purple guy gets 1/3, the yellow guy gets 1/3, and the blue guy gets 1/3. So that's another 1/3 for each of these guys. And now they all have 2/3, or 1/3 from each paint can. So 2 cans of paint divided amongst 3 people is 2/3. And each guy gets 2/3. What about 4 students share 3 candy bars? Now the problem with this is there's only 3 candy bars. We cannot give all the students 1 candy bar. So we're going to have to divide those candy bars up. 3 candy bars divided amongst 4 kids. Well, they're not going to get a whole candy bar. They're going to get smaller than a whole, which would be a fraction. So we're going to rewrite this as 3 over 4. The first number is your numerator, the second number is your denominator, and the division symbol is your fraction bar. So without doing any math, you already know that 3 candy bars for 4 students, or 3 divided by 4, ends up being 3/4. Let's look at this as a picture. So here are my 3 candy bars, and I have 4 students. So I'm going to cut each candy bar into 4 pieces. So each kid now will get 1 piece from every candy bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next candy bar, kid 1, kid 2, kid 3, kid 4. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So every kid gets 3 pieces. And what size are those pieces? Well, those are size 4ths because we cut each candy bar into 4 pieces. 3/4. 10 friends share $7. Well, you can't give each friend $1 because there's only 7 of them. So we have to take that $7 and we have to divide it amongst the 10 people. 7 divided by 10. So first number is your numerator and second number is your denominator. The answer is 7/10. That's it. They each get 7/10 of $1, or some of you math wizards know that 7/10 of $1 would be 70 cents. Now, without a word problem, let's just look at a math problem of 9 divided by 11. You're just going to rewrite this as a fraction of 9 over 11, or 9/11. 12 divided by 23. Okay, so instead of actually doing the math problem, we're just going to do the shortcut, which is the first number is your numerator and the second number is your denominator. 12/23. How about 4 divided by 9? Same thing, first number is your numerator, second number is your denominator. 4/9. Done. Let's take a look at your math practice worksheet. I will do number 1 with you. It is 2/9 and it asks you to rewrite it as a division problem. Let's write this as a division problem. So the top number is the first number. The numerator is the first number. So the 2 is the first number you write down. Our fraction bar really means divide. And then we're going to divide by the denominator. 2 divided by 9. Done. That's all you have to do. Okay, I'm going to skip down to number 10 since 1 through 9 are all the same. Number 10 gives you a division problem, and you have to change it to a fraction. So 3 divided by 8, first number is your numerator, 3. The division symbol turns to a fraction bar, and the second number, 8, becomes your denominator. So 3 divided by 8 equals 3/8.